Welcome to Foundation Friday. The dedication and covenant of silent unity was signed on December 7th, 1892 by Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, founders of the Unity movement. It is unlikely when they signed this covenant that they had any idea how far-reaching unity would be as it evolved into the church we know and love today. We invite you to join us as we explore and share some of the original ideas, teachings, and writings of the men and women who created the foundation of the Unity Church.
Hi, thank you for joining us for our Foundation Friday series. Well, now I am getting unpacked and moved in, and my library is starting to emerge from boxes. There's still a long way to go, but I found the book Jesus Christ Heals by Charles Fillmore. And I'm looking to see if I can figure out when this was written. This edition was published in 1955. So some of us remember that, and that's a little before some of our time. I should probably preface this. I am really excited to have found this that I'm going to share with you. In my travels throughout the country over the last year, I have been blessed with the opportunity to attend many different Unity churches. And the differences between them have been a little surprising. One of the big differences I have found is in the reading of the Lord's Prayer. Some Unity churches do, and I think many more that I've attended anyways do not. So when I was looking at this book, Jesus Christ Heals by Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore, I found in this chapter, I'm in chapter 5, the omnipotence of prayer. He actually addresses the Lord's Prayer. So that was kind of a long introduction, but I hope you will enjoy this as much as I did. Prayer is not a supplication or begging, but a simple asking for that which we know is waiting for us at the hands of our Father, and an affirmation of its existence. The prayer that Jesus gave as a model is simplicity itself. There is none of that awe-inspiring, "O thou," which ministers often affect in public prayer, but only the ordinary informal request of a son to his father for all things needed. Father, hallowed be thy name. Here in the Lord's Prayer is a recognition of the all-inclusiveness and completeness of divine mind. Everything has its substance from this one source. Therefore, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. We need supplies for the day only. Hoarding for future necessity breeds selfishness. The children of Israel tried to save the manna, but it spoiled on their hands. The law, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap, is shorn of its terrors. If we forgive others, we shall be forgiven, and the penalty of suffering for sins will be eliminated. It does not seem possible that God would lead us into temptation. The statement about temptation follows closely that regarding the forgiveness of sin, and it is evidently a part of it. Let not temptation lead us is a permissible interpretation. Jesus advised asking for what we want and being persistent in our demands. People, ignorant of the relationship in which man stands to God, wonder why we should ask and even importune a Father who has provided all things for us. This is explained when we perceive that God is a great mind reservoir that has to be tapped by man's mind and poured into visibility through man's thought or word. If the mind of man is clogged with doubt or fear, he must open the way by persistent knocking and asking. Pray without ceasing. Continuing instant prayer. Acquire in prayer a faculty in asking equal to the mathematician's expertise in handling numbers, and you will get responses in proportion. We give our children what we consider good gifts from our limited and transitory store. But when the gifts of God are put into our mind, we have possessions that are eternal and will go on being productive for all time. Undoubtedly, the one thing that stands out prominently in the teaching of Jesus Christ is the necessity of prayer. He prayed on the slightest pretext or in some such manner invoked the presence of God. He prayed over situations that most men would deal with without the intervention of God. If he was verily God incarnate, the skeptic often asks, why did he so often appeal to an apparently higher God? To answer this doubt intelligently and truly, one must understand the constitution of man. There are always two men in each individual. The man without is the picture that the man within paints with his mind. This mind is the open door to the unlimited principle of being. When Jesus prayed, he was setting into action the various powers of his individuality in order to bring about certain results. Within his identity was of God. Without, he was human personality, just like all of us. So I hope you enjoyed hearing some of Charles Fillmore's thoughts on the Lord's Prayer. We would love to know your thoughts on the Lord's Prayer. Should it be read in church? Should it not? Why? Please let us know what you think in the comments. We always want to hear from you. If you found value in this video and would like to share it, we'd appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time and attention. God bless you. Have a great week. Namaste.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.